This video has three parts. First we'll look at gerunds, second we'll look at to plus infinitive, and third we'll look at the bare infinitive. Gerunds. A gerund is the ing form of the verb.
Một danh động từ là cái dạng ing của cái động từ.
For example, playing, running, going, being. We use a gerund after certain verbs.
Chúng ta sử dụng danh động từ sau những cái động từ nào đó.
Instead of a noun.
Chúng ta sử dụng một danh động từ thay vì một danh từ.
After prepositions.
Và chúng ta cũng có thể sử dụng một cái danh động từ sau những cái giới từ.
Let's look at after certain verbs. For example, the sentence, I enjoy reading. The first verb is enjoy. You can use any normal tense. For example, I'm enjoying reading. He enjoyed reading. They were enjoying reading. She has enjoyed reading. You'll enjoy reading. We've been enjoying reading. After enjoy, the second verb is always in the gerund.
Sau cái động từ enjoy, tức là thích, thì cái động từ thứ hai luôn luôn ở dạng là danh động từ, tức là động từ với in.
Here are more verbs that take the gerund. Fancy. I fancy seeing a film tonight. Discuss. We discussed going on holiday together. Dislike. I dislike waiting for buses. Finish. We've finished preparing for the meeting. Mind. I don't mind coming early. Suggest. He suggested staying at the Grand Hotel. Recommend. They recommended meeting earlier. Keep. He kept working, although he felt ill. Avoid. She avoided talking to her boss. Another way we use a gerund is instead of a noun.
Một cách thứ hai chúng ta sử dụng một danh động từ là thay cho một danh từ.
For example, smoking isn't allowed here. Swimming is very good exercise. A third way we use a gerund is after prepositions.
Cái cách thứ ba mà chúng ta sử dụng một danh động từ là sau những cái giới từ.
I drank a cup of coffee before leaving. It's a good idea to brush your teeth after eating. We also use the gerund after the preposition in phrasal verbs.
Chúng ta cũng có thể sử dụng một cái danh động từ sau cái giới từ trong những cái cụm động từ.
For example, I gave up smoking. To plus infinitive. We use to plus infinitive after certain verbs.
Chúng ta sử dụng to cộng với động từ nguyên mẫu sau những cái động từ nào đó.
After many adjectives.
Sau nhiều cái tính từ.
To show purpose.
Và để chỉ mục đích.
Let's look at after certain verbs. It's the same as with the gerund. For example, let's look at the sentence, he decided to leave early. The first verb, decide, can be in any tense. The second verb, after decide, is always with to and the infinitive.
Động từ thứ hai sau decide tức là quyết định, thì luôn luôn ở cái dạng to cộng với động từ nguyên mẫu.
Here are some more verbs that take to plus infinitive. Agree. She agreed to give a presentation at the meeting. Ask. She asked to leave early. Some verbs can take an object before the to, so we can choose to say, she asked him to leave early as well. Help. He helped to clean the kitchen. Plan. She plans to buy a new flat next year. Hope. I hope to pass the exam. Learn. They are learning to sing. Want. I want to come to the party. Would like. I would like to see her tonight. Promise. We promised not to be late. Notice that we make a negative by putting not before to an infinitive. Pleased. She's pleased to have a new job. We use to plus infinitive after many adjectives.
Chúng ta sử dụng to cộng với động từ nguyên mẫu sau nhiều cái tính từ.
For example, happy. I'm happy to see you. Right. She was right to leave early. Wrong. They were wrong to spend so much money. Careful. The teacher was careful to speak clearly. Lucky. He was lucky to survive the crash. Likely. It's likely to snow tonight. We use to plus infinitive to show purpose.
Chúng ta sử dụng to cộng với động từ nguyên mẫu để chỉ mục đích.
We often use to plus infinitive to say why we do something. I came to London to study. This means I came to London because I wanted to study. Here's another example. I went home to have lunch. Be careful. I went home for have lunch is not correct. Some verbs can take either the gerund or to plus infinitive with no change in meaning.
Một vài động từ có thể ở cái dạng gerund hay là ở dạng to infinitive mà không có cái thay đổi trong cái nghĩa.
For example, it started to rain means the same thing as it started raining. Here are some more verbs like this. Continue. I continued to work. I continued working. Begin. She began to sing. She began singing. Prefer. I prefer eating at home. I prefer to eat at home. On the other hand, some verbs can take either the gerund or to plus infinitive, but there is a big change in meaning.
Mặt khác, một vài động từ có thể có cái dạng hoặc là gerund hoặc là to infinitive nhưng mà có một sự thay đổi lớn trong cái nghĩa.
For example, stop. Stop plus gerund is used when the thing that you stop is the second verb.
Stop cộng với danh động từ được sử dụng khi mà cái điều mà bạn dừng là cái động từ thứ hai.
Stop plus to plus infinitive is used when you stop something else in order to do the verb.
Stop cộng với to cộng với động từ nguyên mẫu được sử dụng khi bạn dừng làm một cái điều gì khác để mà làm cái hành động thứ hai.
Let's look at an example. Stop with gerund. I stopped working. He stopped smoking. She stopped studying. In all these cases, the person stops doing the verb.
Và các bạn chú ý là trong tất cả những cái trường hợp này thì cái người đó dừng làm một cái điều gì đó. Ví dụ, I stopped working, tức là tôi dừng làm việc. He stopped smoking, anh ấy dừng hút thuốc. She stopped studying, cô ấy dừng học.
So in the first example, working is the thing that I stopped. On the other hand, when we use stop plus to plus infinitive, for example, I stopped to have lunch, this means that I stopped doing something else, perhaps working, because I wanted to have lunch.
Còn stop cộng với lại to infinitive, ví dụ như là I stopped to have lunch, tức là bạn dừng làm một cái chuyện gì khác để làm cái hành động khác. Và trong cái trường hợp này là bạn phải dừng làm cái hành động gì đó để là ăn trưa.
Remember. We use remember plus the gerund about memories of the past. And we use remember plus to plus infinitive when someone has to remember something that they have to do.
Các bạn chú ý là remember cộng với lại gerund được sử dụng để nói về những cái ký ức của quá khứ. Trong khi remember cộng với lại to cộng với infinitive được sử dụng khi mà một ai đó phải nhớ một cái điều gì đó mà họ phải làm.
For example, remember plus gerund. He remembers going to the seaside when he was 6. This means he has the memory in his head. He can watch it like a movie. On the other hand, remember to plus infinitive. Please remember to buy milk. This means that the person needs to have a thought about milk when he passes the shop. Here's another example. I remember locking the door. This means I can see myself doing this in my head. I remembered to bring your book. Before I left my house, I had a thought about your book, and so I put it in my bag. We use try plus to plus infinitive when we don't succeed in doing the verb, and we use try plus gerund when we do the verb, but it doesn't help us in some other goal. Let's look at an example with try plus to plus infinitive. I tried to open the window, but it was too heavy. This means I didn't succeed in opening the window. I wanted to open the window, but I couldn't. On the other hand, when we use try and the gerund, for example, I tried opening the window, but the room was still too hot. This means that I opened the window easily as an experiment to see if it would make the room cooler, but it didn't work. I didn't succeed in my goal of making the room cooler. Let's look at another example. I tried to eat salad every day, but I couldn't. I often chose pizza instead. This person wanted to eat salad. Eating salad is the goal, but he didn't succeed. The pizza looked too delicious. On the other hand, with the gerund, for example, I tried eating salad every day, but I didn't lose any weight. The person ate salad every day. It was easy, but it didn't help him lose weight. Losing weight is the goal here. Infinitive. We use the bare infinitive. After modal verbs,
chúng ta sử dụng cái động từ nguyên mẫu không tu sau những cái động từ khiếm khuyết.
After let, make and help,
Sau những cái động từ như là let để, make làm và help là giúp đỡ.
after some verbs of perception,
Sau một số động từ tri giác.
after expressions with why.
Sau những cái diễn tả với why.
We use the bare infinitive after modal verbs. The modal verbs are can, could, will, would, may, might, shall, should, and must. Here are some examples. She can speak great English. We could go to the cinema. They will be late. I would like a new laptop. It may rain at the weekend. I might be late home today. Shall we meet at 8? He really should study more. You must try the new restaurant. There's one exception, ought, which takes to plus infinitive. I ought to visit my granny. We use the bare infinitive after let, make, and help. Let. Let's go. Let John do it. Let is always followed by an object and the bare infinitive. Make. Julie made John cry. The teacher made us write an essay. The music made him want to dance. But, be careful, in the passive, make takes to plus infinitive. He was made to open his case. Help. Help sometimes takes to plus infinitive and sometimes takes the bare infinitive. There's no difference in meaning. So you can say, I helped her to carry it, or I helped her carry it. Both are fine. We use the bare infinitive after some verbs of perception. We can use either the bare infinitive or the gerund with many verbs of perception. The meaning is slightly different depending on which one we choose. Let's take see as an example. I saw her cross the road. This means I saw the whole action from start to finish. On the other hand, I saw her crossing the road. This means I saw part of the action, not the whole thing. Other similar verbs include watch, hear, feel, and sense. We use the bare infinitive after expressions with why. For example, why go home early? Why study English? Why not live in London?